the deciding game of round one in the East. The Pistons have endured 6 long games. 3 they have won, 3 they have lost. It is now the last stand. There is no looking back as they must lay it all on the line against the Toronto Raptors. It's Game 7, Round 1 of the NBA playoffs.
A hard-fought series. You take a look at the Raptors. Well, we know, Greg, they haven't played their best basketball. Now they find themselves in a do-or-die Game 7. They thought they would have wrapped up this series much earlier, but that's not the case.
They just lack consistency throughout the course of this series. I don't know if they came in overconfident, but this is the time to check those individual egos at the door. Come together as a group and play for one another.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Isaiah Joe is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Detroit. It's a 3-point game. Duren against Vucevic. Vucevic with the block.
Well-timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
Yes, that goes in.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Cunningham passes to Duren. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic.
Defense has to know Duren will not back off. He wants to get down there and be physical.
First trip to the line for him here. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Duren.
Well, a former lottery pick in Jalen Duren, and what you love about him is he plays with energy and great passion.
Dick with it. Pass to Vucevic. Here's Shed. Barnes screen on Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Barnes.
Really hard to stop Scotty Barnes in the pick and roll. As the screener, Scotty can beat you different ways.
Here's Thompson. Toronto grabs the miss. Coming to this one after winning on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, I saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, Cade eager but not rushed that time, just jumping at the chance for the quick shot.
Barnes outside. Ingram up top. He's covered by Thompson. Vucevic is screen on Cunningham. At the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
This speaks to how confident Tobias Harris is in his offensive game, ready to shoot as soon as that ball reaches him.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for Toronto.
That's good from Barnes.
Well, an all-star in year 3, Scotty Barnes has been an immediate impact player. It is not easy to do.
Pistons leading by 3. To the inside. Here's Harris. Good D by Barnes.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
The 3 is good, and he got fouled in the act of shooting. This could turn into a 4-point play.
Showing some strength on that finish. Dick is solid at converting there through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And timeout call by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Pistons have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Joe. And Vucevic pulls it down. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. To the wing right side. A floater. No good on that one.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. To Cunningham. In the pass to Harris. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Takes a step back. Here's Barnes. Again, Toronto.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Joe finds Harris. Now, Joe. Pass to Harris. Joe in the corner. Back to Harris. Rebound by the Raptors. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. He talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams, too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Here's Ingram. Duran pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Cunningham outside. Here's Duran. Back to Cunningham. Here's Joe. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Raptors leading by 5. Now Dick. Vucevic up top. The tray. And again, no good by Toronto. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Cunningham looking it over. Driving in. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Vucevic finds Ingram. Here's Dick. Left side, Barrett. Nice move. He lays it in.
Barrett with a nice touch down there as the lefty was able to negotiate the little room that he had.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Toronto making a change here. Walters checked in. Cunningham inside. Makes it off the glass. Cunningham's got 8 points.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
A try by Vucevic. It's blocked.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Duran down low. Vucevic defending. Here's Fontecchio. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Barrett. Duran pulls it in. Pistons trail by 3. Joe passes to Duran. Harris outside. Takes a 3. Out to the wing. Cunningham for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Barrett. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Barrett does a good job there just creating the shot for himself. He is a scorer.
They get the rebound. Pass to Joe. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Joe's got his second bucket of the night.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ingram outside. Down low. Here's Walter. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Pistons trail by 4. Here's Duran. The shot, no good. AD that time for Vucevic. Here's Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Fontecchio finds Cunningham. Back to Fontecchio. Cunningham up top. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Barnes with great lift off the floor. What a play.
Pass to Joe. Now Cunningham. It's on target from the high post. That's 10 points for Cade Cunningham.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Vucevic. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And that's the 7-foot difference for Vucevic. Tough defense, contact. It doesn't do enough to throw off his ability to make that shot.
Pass to Joe. Now Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. And Vucevic kicks to Barnes. And he drives in, and the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Dick is out there with Walter. Then it's Barrett. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And there's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Sasser's got his first 2 points of the night. Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Dick. Back to Olynyk. Toronto working the ball around now. Lets the 3 fly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice when coaches have a trigger man from the 5 spot. Kelly Olynyk can do that.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Fontecchio.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Toronto with the ball. Barrett wide open. He fires. They get it back. Mobo can't hit. Pistons trail by 12. Pass to Sasser. Here's Quintman. Good on the triple.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Now Olynyk to the paint. Here's Dick. And the dunk by Dick.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Thompson in the corner. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. First free throw is good. Detroit making a switch. Jenkins checked in. Good on both. Pistons trail by 13. Pass to Cornette. Here's Quintman. No good on the three. Now, here's Barrett. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Jenkins. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Fontecchio finds Sasser. Got a hand on it.
That's RJ coming in and locked in to get the block.
A 3-ball. Got a piece of it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Sasser. Here's Cornette. Here's Thompson. Barrett covering. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Shed. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
I like that pass from Barrett. Willing to do what's best for the team.
Here's Cornette. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Pistons.
First one falls for Scotty Barnes. He's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Back to Dick, pass to Barnes. Launches it. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
So important to just have Scotty take these shots. It's not even about making them, to continue to build out his game.
Sasser with it. To the right side. Fontecchio. Barrett covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Quintman. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Stolen away. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
There's the 3. They get it back. Mobile. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Fontecchio. Here's Quintman, covered by Barnes. Quintman misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. RJ Barrett getting up there. Dunk contest, anyone?
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Sasser with it. Back to Fontecchio. Pass to Sasser. A three-pointer is right on target. Sasser's got 5 now.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. The three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Quintman misses. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Raptors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And you look at Grady Dick's physical gifts, and you see it's all there. Size, length, careful training, and hard work could make him into something special.
The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in. Offensive rebound. Here's Barrett. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Back to Ingram. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup. Ingram's got his first points of the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Ooh, the swat by Barnes. He's got that ability to put up big block numbers.
It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Thompson is checked in for Detroit. Onside, Barrett. They set the pick. Into the lane. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Harris. It's stolen by Barrett. And here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Well, inside, Barrett fighting twice as hard, working through that contact and trying to get a shot off.
And so Barrett nails both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Here's Cunningham. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Cunningham with that #1 selection. Lots of expectations for him, so a steep learning curve to get to the level that he wants to play at. But he's got a great work ethic, and he's going to give you his best effort every night.
Walter, he's checked in for Barrett, and he makes both free throws.
Well, you combine the handles and the passing and the vision of Cade Cunningham at that size, it makes him such an intriguing player.
Barnes with it. Duren picks him up, and the shot goes in. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Joe finds Cunningham. Harris with it. Pass to Joe. 5 to shoot. Cunningham for 3. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Barnes. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Man, tonight Scotty Barnes has been relentless.
Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Duren the pass to Harris. Now Joe. Here's Thompson. And Barnes sends it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Vucevic checked in for the Raptors. Dick comes in for Walter. It's stolen by Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And Cade Cunningham has it going. He's playing with tremendous confidence.
Toronto's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Ingram kicks to Barnes. His three-pointer's off the mark. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
They're in high post. The kick out to Cunningham. Going inside, in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Ignoring the defense and cutting to get the shot. That's a great play from Cade.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Shed. Vucevic a screen on Cunningham. And again, no good by Toronto. The Pistons shooting 44% from the field in the second.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
The Pistons have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Shooting for Detroit. Tobias
And the first one drops.
at the line for 2.
And so he hits both. And it's Barnes at the elbow. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Barnes has got 24.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Oh, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way.
taking a look at how the series is going for the Raptors. Fellas, at this point in the... And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Cunningham is out there with Isaiah Joe. And it's Duren in at the 5 spot.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Raptors leading by 19 points. Pass to Vucevic. Harris against Barnes. Vucevic setting the pick for Barnes. And no good. Great defense that time from Duren. On the wing, Harris covered by Barnes. It's stolen by Vucevic. Ingram passes to Vucevic.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw.
And one of the most underrated bigs in the NBA. Vucevic quietly dominates on a consistent basis.
Yep, that one goes in there. Cunningham's got 20 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Cunningham drives in. Comes up empty down low. Toronto leading by 20. Shoots from 14. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by Dick. 26 points for Barnes.
You know, Scotty's working on that shot. I like him getting inside, though. That's where he can use that touch. Well, he played a seamless first half, but in the second half, some poor decisions right here. He continues to throw the ball away.
Pass to Dick. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Dick by Vucevic. And the dunk by Dick.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Cunningham. 20 points for him. Driving to the basket. An easy 2 points on the layup. 22 points for him.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
On the wing, Barnes. The shot's good. Barnes has got 28 points for the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Vucevic. Ingram outside. From outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Joe. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy 3 of 4 to start it off.
Ingram attacking.
Well, Ingram has the length, but he's so slithery at that size. Tough to guard, gets contact.
The Raptors have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. The first one falls. Both free throws, good for Ingram. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Shed. Hits it from three-point range. Shed's got 12 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Cunningham passes to Joe. Back to Cunningham. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Dick.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that one hits back iron. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. They grabbed their own miss during the pass to Thompson. It's tipped. Ingram with the steal. Dick in the corner. Over Harris with the drive. Dick can't get it to go. And for the Pistons, they're shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. The kick out to Cunningham. Buries the long-range jumper. Cunningham's got 25 points.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
And it's Shed missing. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Knocks it loose. From 13, Ingram wide open. And again, no good by Toronto.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And here's Harris from the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Dick. Drills the three-pointer. Dick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Whether it's a catch and shoot or off the bounce, Grady Dick can knock it down. Tremendous jump shooter.
Cunningham's shot is off. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Barnes looking around. Back to Dick. Over Joe. That's short off the rim. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And here's Harris from the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Raptors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14.
Well, Scotty Barnes, such an excellent passing wing.
The Pistons shooting 41% for the game. And Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
So, timeout called here. The first for Toronto. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Raptors. And the Raptors with the ball. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Duren, one of the league's most powerful players. He doesn't mess around close to the basket.
Onside, Barrett. Sinks that one from the post. Barrett's got 16 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Harris finds Sasser. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
That's his second personal foul. 13 fouls.
Bounce pass, Dick. Pass to Vucevic. Let's go. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And Vooch knows he can hit it off the pass. I love his confidence and quick trigger.
Here's Sasser. Connects from three-point range. 8 points for him.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Barrett kicks to Barnes. Inside. Here's Dick. And another basket for Toronto.
Not just a jump shooter. Dick can operate inside that restricted area.
Pass to Sasser. Duren with it. Harris outside. Fires from deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Sasser with it. He's picked up by Dick. Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Dick. Dick's got 5 rebounds tonight.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Ingram finds Vucevic. Toronto working the ball around now. Lets it go. Barrett, no good. The Pistons shooting 47% from the field in the third. Pass to Sasser. He takes it in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the third. Here's Walter. He's covered by Sasser. Olynyk can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Barrett. It's blocked. Now here's Jenkins. 54 seconds left in the third. Lets it go with the three. Quintman misses. Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Abaji, the pass to Barrett. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. Pistons shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Jenkins. Detroit, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Pass to Fontecchio. Takes the three. Sasser can't hit. Here's Abaji. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Toronto with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. We've got Kelly Olynyk. R.J. Barrett is out there with Walter. And it's Mobo in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Walter. He's covered by Sasser. He gets it in there.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Poked away. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Abaji. The three-pointer no good. Here's Quintman. Barrett covering. Pass to Jenkins. Here's Quintman. Now Fontecchio. Clock at 6. Rebound by Olynyk. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Here's Sears. For 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Over to the left wing. Onside, Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
It's awesome to have a guy at that size be able to accelerate and elevate like RJ did there.
Cornett can't get it to go. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And over the defender with one hand. Outstanding.
Oh, yeah. Looked like the D had a good chance to cut him off until he made his move right to the hoop. Pass to Sasser. Here's Sears. Back to Fontecchio. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Stevenson for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. He's covered by Sasser. Here's Olynyk, and it's blocked by Stevenson. This one for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Lobo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Driving inside, and it's good. 2 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Sears. Nice jump shot. Good. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Now Barrett. Here's Walter. Here's Mobo. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mobo's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Pistons.
No good on the free throw. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Luke Cornett. Harris comes in for Stevenson. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Fontecchio. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Sears. Offensive rebound. Duren. Out to Harris. Pass to Joe. Cunningham on the wing. And finally they hit one. Cunningham's got 28.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
Olynyk finds Barrett. Back to Olynyk. Lays it up off the glass. 7 points for Kelly Olynyk.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
It's Cunningham with the drive. Right through the D for the layup.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Here's Walter to the left side wing. Here's Abaji. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Mobo. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Walter can't get it to go. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And the Raptors making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And a switcher also for Detroit. Thompson's checked in. Pass to Mobo. And here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, this is R.J. Barrett having himself a big-time game. He's beating the defense in so many ways right now.
Cunningham with it. There's the drive. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Cunningham nails both of them. Toronto, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. To the middle. It's stolen by Duren. Cunningham outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Pistons. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Walter. And he drops it in from the low post. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. Here he goes. And they pick up 2. Cunningham's got 12 points now in the quarter.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wolf. Defended by Duren. And the Raptors can't hang on to the ball. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Cunningham passes to Duren. Cunningham inside. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And this is where Cade Cunningham showing his ability to get above the rim as a point guard. This makes him special.
Here's Walter. Covered by Cunningham. It's Barrett on the wing. To the wing on the left. Again, Toronto. Detroit with the ball. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Barrett. Harris kicks to Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. 6 to shoot. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Inside, here's Abaji. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Pass to Walter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Duren.
Yeah, easy call.
And he can't get the first one. And Toronto making a change here. Lawson's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And for the Pistons, they're shooting the ball at 42%.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Toronto.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And for a series that went the distance, you have to admire how they were able to close it out here as the time winds down.
Yeah, well, you never know going into a Game 7 like this who is going to rise to the occasion. I think they showed they had exactly what was needed, that extra grit and grind to fight for the win, fight for the series, and congratulations are definitely in order.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Barnes.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
Duren the pass to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Cunningham. 3-pointer. Abaji pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Wolf. Now Barrett. With some arc. Good D by Thompson. And here's Cunningham. Swiped away. Here's Walter. Pass to Wolf. Wants to get it to Barrett and does. Outside for Lawson. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinals. thrilling fashion, guys, taking round one in what certainly will go down, guys, it's one of the most competitive series this year.
And you always love a game 7, and no disappointment here. And these guys are ready and excited for round 2. Maybe a bit tired, but the adrenaline is still pumping.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. RJ, when you look at this game, the offense was clicking. What was happening out there?
Just really getting the win. And when everybody contributes and everybody's, in double figures, everybody's playing well together, that's what it's all about.
And you were a big part of that as well, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Scotty Barnes.
Bye.